The Loud Voice on Twitter, Yard Talk HBCU. And y'all already know why I'm here. Tomorrow is Swac Media Day. And you know your girl got some questions. So let's go ahead and get into it. 5 questions that need answered during Swac Media Day. Now, y'all know I have a lot of them, but I had to narrow my list down because I'm not finna be here all day. I got other stuff to do. So let's go ahead and get into this list. But before we do, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and turn the notification button on. Let's get into it. All right, so my first question. Yeah, I know your girl always want to know what's going on with the money. Will the Swac be paid for content to be shown on ESPN3 for Swac Media Day? Y'all know me. I'm always talking about making sure that you get paid for your content. Okay? We have to move past this whole thing about, oh, HBCUs just need exposure. No, we need money. Okay? We need money. So I feel like that was the main question that I needed to ask. All right. What them dollars looking like? Because we can't just be out here giving a show away for free. We need to be the show and the business. All right. Next. Does the Swac have any TV rights deal with Black-owned media companies? Yes, let's talk about it. I feel like in HBCUs, sometimes we talk about Black excellence, but it doesn't show up in the way that we like the business deals that we do. So these are my 3 favorite platforms that I actually use, and I watch HBCU content, band stuff, sports, interviews, just content period. HBCU Digital, HBCU Go, and HBCU League Pass Plus. So I know we have the ESPN deal, but I'm wondering, is there an opportunity for us to also partner? Because a lot of our games were not shown last year, even though we quote unquote have a TV rights deal with them. So I think this is a very important topic that I want to touch on, because we are at a pivotal moment in HBCU history. And I want to make sure that Black-owned media has a seat at the table. It seems like from some of the feedback that I've been getting on Twitter and some of the DMs, okay, from Black-owned media companies, it's like pulling teeth to get to work with our universities, even some that graduated from there. So that makes absolutely no sense. So I wanted to stand in the gap and advocate for you guys, because I know some of the great things that you are doing. And I think that this is the way to go. And I'll get into more of that tomorrow, not today, after I know what's going on with Swac, with the Swac after Media Day. Moving on. How does the Swac plan to increase the social media presence of the brand? Now, what do you mean by this? Okay, each individual school has a responsibility to market themselves, to brand themselves. I'm not negating that. But what I am saying is this. We have some big brands in the Swac. And so I feel like there should also be a push to increase the brand name of the Swac, not just the brand name of the Swac schools. There has to be a greater visibility to what's going on in our Swac office, and them putting out content as well. We don't have a Swac network right now. So I'm really wondering, is that something that's in the works, or where do we stand right there? All right. Next. Boom. One of my favorite questions. Are member institutions able to negotiate their own media rights contracts? All right. This has been a topic of contention on my Twitter, Yard Talk HBCU, for like a couple of months now. And so I do have the bylaws, and I did pull out a section of them to show you guys what it says. And if anybody wants to know or see the full document, please believe I will email it to you, just like I emailed it to everybody else. Okay. So it says all contracts signed by member institutions for game telecasts, whether live or delayed, shall be coordinated with the commissioner's office. Coordinated. You need to know what that word means. Then you need to work with the commissioner's office. Okay. The commissioner shall be authorized to negotiate television packages for the Congress. So what does that mean? That means he can't go out and get a deal for us. All right. And then, not to get too specific into all the details, because we do have the president's board and stuff like that. All right. So next, member institutions must forward the revenue received from television networks within 30 days of the receipt. Member institutions failing to forward revenue within the prescribed time shall be fined $500 per day until revenue has been received in the Swac in the conference office. Okay, and I do believe that in the bylaws it says the Swac office gets 40% of each television contract. Each television contract. So, for instance, if Jackson State, Grambling, whoever, Texas Southern goes out and get their own television deal, we got to give the Swac office 40% of that. How that work? I think that kind of starves the school out a little bit. That kind of discourages schools from even trying to go out and get their own deals. And maybe that's why we don't see a lot of schools going outside of the ESPN contract, because it's just you're already starting out in the hole. 40%, I think that's just an insanely high amount to have to share between the member institutions in the conference. But that's just me. All right. So next, now, does ESPN have exclusive rights to Swac content? Now, if you're wondering what you're looking at, that tax document is what I found online from the Form 990s, which a lot of people don't know this, but the Swac office is a 501c3 nonprofit, which means that these tax documents are public record, and we're allowed to have access to them. So now the reason why I'm saying that is because I've seen it and I got the receipts. Please believe that. Even though I'm not media, not a journalist, I always fact check everything. And a lot of people have been saying that ESPN has exclusive right to our Swac content. So I was really confused when this HBCU Game Day article, shout out to Stephen Gates, HBCU Game Day, number one, top 10 most influential, if you saw that. It says that the Swac was negotiating a secondary broadcast rights deal. So I'm like, wait a minute. I thought we said that it was exclusive. So if it's exclusive, that means that you can't negotiate a secondary broadcast rights deal. Now, if it was primary, that's something different. Okay. But I'm just telling y'all what was told to me. Okay. And then when it came out about Grambling and FAMU and Pepsi and all of that stuff, that's where you see that from HBCU Game Day that Byron Allen Media Group was involved, and that because of the deal that Grambling and FAMU had with Urban Edge Network and Pepsi, that the deal was jeopardized. But all of that goes back to my original point. We need some clarification on this, because as I said, if it's exclusive, it's exclusive. You shouldn't be out here negotiating other deals. But if it's not exclusive, then schools should have the autonomy, and I got receipts of people saying that too, to go out and make their own deals. But anyway, so let's look at this tax document. And I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here so y'all can go look at the other YouTubers' content. Okay, so currently, this is the most up-to-date information that I could find from the Form 990s that the Swac office filed. And it says that our media contract with ESPN is worth $1.25 million. Now, mind you, like I said earlier, the Swac gets 40% of that, which means that the rest is being shared between the 12 member institutions. So when you really break that down, it's not a lot of money. Matter of fact, it's $62,500 a year for exclusive rights to HBCU Swac content based on the information that we have been told so far. Okay. And y'all make that make sense to me. So as I said, we need clarification. Swac fans need clarification. I think even at this point, Swac leadership needs clarification, the presidents and stuff like that. Because contrary to popular I can't say that word, belief, a lot of our leadership did not come from a marketing background or a media background. So there is a learning curve. And I'm not saying that makes them bad or anything like that. But that's where, to me, I feel like the Swac needs to hire qualified people that knows that landscape. We got folks out here negotiating TV deals. They have never worked in media. Like, it makes no sense to me. So I'm hoping to get clarification on that tomorrow, because I do plan to go live. I haven't set a time or anything yet, but I will have this a state of the Swac media union address. So I don't know how I'm gonna call it yet, but it'll be something real cute that y'all will like, and hopefully, like I said, we can get more clarification on what's really going on. Because here's my thing, right? As of today, Mississippi Valley State has no games that are being shown on ESPN. So how do you have a contract with a company that is not going to show your content? Like, it makes no sense, right? So it's like, well, if you're not going to show it, I'm going to take my media content and I'm going to go over here to HBCU Digital. I'm going to go over here to HBCU Go. I'm going to go over here to, ABC Lead Pass Plus or whatever company. My preference is Black-owned media, right? And I'm going to go get paid for my content. Just think about it, y'all. 12 schools each year. 12 schools in the conference. Each year they have X amount of games. Multiply that by the last 10 years. Content we've left just sitting on the shelf because we've been told that ESPN has an exclusive deal with the Swac. Just think about that. Just think about just last year. Shout out to Jackson State. I think they said they had 10 games on ESPN. Right? So they got that content shown, but how much money did they make? That's the $1 million question. It's like, did they still only bring home the same amount that the rest of the Swac brought home? And so those are a lot of questions that, I've really been trying to figure out, because I don't want all our games on ESPN if the check's still going to be the same. Right? Same thing with, I love the fact that Jackson State was getting their spring game shown on ESPN3 or one of those. We'll just say ESPN. But my $1 million question is, did they pay us? Did they pay y'all for your content? All right. Grambling had their spring game on the HBCU League Pass Plus app. Totally different situation. And in my mind, I'm like, well, ESPN don't own our spring games because that's really a campus event. So definitely Jackson State should have gotten paid. All right. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments, or you can come find me on Twitter. I want to leave y'all with something today. Y'all know I'm from Arkansas, from the South. All right. So, and actually I live in Houston right now. What did Pimp C say about us staying divided on knocking doors down? All right. If you find that quote on Twitter, add the rest of the song in the comments. But until then, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Ask me questions. I'm here for the smoke. Y'all know that. If nothing else, y'all be sweet out here in these HBCU streets. Oh, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be going live. Make sure you tune in to Swag Media Day. I think they're going to put on a great show. The talent. Let me just shout out the student athletes that are coming to the Swag Media Day tomorrow. Phenomenal, phenomenal talent, great young men, and I know they're going to do a great job to represent us well. I'm just excited to see where we go from here. I hope I get all my questions answered. All right, y'all. I holla.